Welcome back to Gunners Updates, the one-stop destination where every Gunner comes to fuel their passion with breaking transfer stories, deep tactical breakdowns, and exclusive insights you won't find anywhere else. I'm your host, and if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button right now, smash the like, and ring the notification bell because today's episode is absolutely massive and you'll want to be locked in from start to finish. We're talking not one, not two, but three blockbuster Arsenal transfer sagas that could change the entire shape of Mikel Arteta's project and the upcoming Premier League season. And trust me when I say this isn't just smoke and mirrors. This is explosive. Fabrizio Romano, here we go, level drama that's sending shockwaves across Europe and has every Arsenal fan glued to their screens. First, we're going to dive straight into the double transfer bombshell involving Piero Hincapié from Bayer Leverkusen potentially arriving while Jakub Kiwior edges closer to Porto. This is not just a rumor. Porto have made their move with a €26 million offer, but Arsenal, showing their ambition and shrewd negotiating stance, are holding firm at €30 million. The twist? Porto have slapped a deadline on this deal, giving Arsenal just 24 to 48 hours to make a decision. The clock is literally ticking, and fans are already debating whether the club should cash in quickly or hold out for the bigger payday. The deal is also structured cleverly as a loan with obligation to buy, which fits perfectly with Arsenal's financial balancing act under the watchful eyes of financial fair play. Meanwhile, Kiwior himself has reportedly given the green light to a move to Portugal, which is huge because so many deals collapse when the player doesn't want to leave. That approval shows we're closer to real movement than ever. On the flip side, Arsenal's pursuit of Hincapié is heating up. The Ecuadorian defender is more than just a replacement. He's seen as someone who can compete for a starting role and solve Arsenal's long-running defensive injury nightmare. With Zinchenko, Timber, Tomiyasu, and Gabriel all having faced fitness issues, a durable, consistent player like Hincapié could be the missing piece in Arteta's title puzzle. The fact that Hincapié wants the move makes this even more realistic. When the player pushes for the transfer, things happen quickly. But that's not all, because the saga with Eberechi has blown up into pure North London drama. Reports suggest Arsenal swooped in late to hijack Tottenham's pursuit of the Crystal Palace star, with Arteta himself reportedly on the phone to sell him the Arsenal vision. Imagine the chaos for Spurs fans, thinking they'd secured their man, only for Arsenal to snatch him away. This £67.5 million story is dripping with tension, and early word suggests Ease is leaning towards the Emirates. If that happens, it will be one of the biggest power plays Arsenal have made in years. But here's where I cut through the noise for you. Forget the wild rumors claiming Arsenal have already signed 7 players for over £250 million this summer. That's fiction. The reality is Arsenal have made 3 concrete signings: Kepa Arrizabalaga permanently from Chelsea to lock down the goalkeeper spot, Christian Norgard from Brentford to add steel and Premier League experience in midfield, and Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad, perhaps the most exciting of the bunch, a midfielder built for Arteta's style. Everything else, from Gyökeres to Maduk, is hype until Fabrizio or Arsenal.com make it official. The departure situation is equally fascinating, with players like Reiss Nelson and Fabio Vieira caught in limbo. Fulham cooled interest in Nelson while Stuttgart balked at Vieira's valuation, proving how tricky exits are for Arsenal compared to arrivals. That's why deals like Kiwior's matter so much. They unlock funds, squad space, and tactical flexibility for the incomings. Now, let's think big picture. These aren't isolated deals. They're part of Arsenal's grand strategy. The way they're structuring these transfers, loans with obligations to buy, shows how carefully they're maneuvering within FFP while still strengthening the squad for a title push. It's smart, it's calculated, and it's ambitious. If Hincapié comes in and Ease joins the attack, Arsenal suddenly have a squad deep enough to take on City, Liverpool, and anyone else. And with huge fixtures against Manchester United, Leeds, and Liverpool on August 31st, timing is everything. Could we see these players debut in season-defining matches? That's the dream, and it's possible if the deals are wrapped up fast. This is why Arsenal Daily Talk exists, not just to throw rumors at you, but to break down what it all means. Transfers aren't just names on paper. They're about tactical evolution, squad balance, financial planning, and title ambitions. That's the bigger picture Arsenal fans need to see. So let me ask you, should Arsenal take Porto's €26 million now and close the Kiwior deal, or hold firm at €30 million? Is Hincapié the upgrade we need to finally solve our defensive fragility? And is stealing ease from Spurs the ultimate power move? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like if you're buzzing for these deals, and share this video with every Goonie you know because the next 48 hours could define Arsenal's entire season. Subscribe and stay locked in because here at Arsenal Daily Talk, we'll keep you ahead of the headlines and closer to the truth than anyone else. The drama is real, the negotiations are heating up, and Arsenal are making moves that could reshape the Premier League. Let's dive into it together and ride this roller coaster all the way to deadline day. Here we go, confirmations and sending the footballing world into meltdown. So sit back, grab a drink, and lock in because we're about to break down every angle of the most dramatic Arsenal transfer news of the summer and explain exactly what it means for Mikel Arteta's project, the club's long-term ambitions, and the future of our beloved team. Let's begin with a double deal that has been dominating every Arsenal conversation: the potential arrival of Piero Hincapié from Bayer Leverkusen and the simultaneous departure of Jakub Kiwior to Porto. This is not just a simple swap. It is a calculated chess move by the Arsenal board. Porto have officially tabled a €26 million offer for Kiwior, but here's the twist. They have also set a strict deadline. Arsenal have just 24 to 48 hours to give them an answer. This isn't a negotiation that can drag on for weeks. It is a high-pressure situation where every hour counts. Arsenal are pushing back and demanding €30 million instead. And while that may sound like a small difference, those €4 million could be vital for balancing the books under the strict rules of financial fair play. The deal structure also tells us a lot about Arsenal's strategy. It's not a straightforward cash purchase, but a loan with an obligation to buy, meaning Porto will take Kiwior on loan initially, but are locked into making the transfer permanent next summer. That clever approach helps Arsenal spread the financial impact across multiple seasons while still freeing up resources to go after reinforcements right now. And here's another crucial point. Jakub Kiwior himself has reportedly given the green light to the move, and that is massive because transfers so often collapse when players refuse to leave. But with Kiwior open to the challenge in Portugal, the path is clear for Arsenal to cash in and reinvest.